Hi, welcome back. So the third etude this year is a really interesting pick. I don't know if they've ever picked this one before for bass clarinet or clarinet. It's also the shortest etude of the 32. I know it's on 2 pages, but if you add up the measures and account for the fact that it's in 2/4, it's pretty short. It repeats itself a lot too, which is really fortunate for us. Because of that, I think a lot of people are going to try to play this too fast because they're going to underestimate how hard some of this can be. So getting into this, I think the biggest thing that can go wrong in this piece for most players is going to be an accent on the trill. I think a lot of players are going to, I won't play it too fast. Like that for every single trill. And we don't want that. We don't want that because it just sounds, we want to strive for like smooth and easy. We want to make it sound like this region music stuff is like really easy, and we just, we put it together last night and it was so effortless for us. That's what we want it to sound like. Of course, we're going to have to work very hard to get it to sound that way. So first, make sure that you're playing the C sharp on the right hand. And then when we play the B in the trill, we're going to keep that B down the whole time and just kind of flick the C sharp. Don't push it too hard. We just want a light flick. If we get a light flick, it's going to come out nice and smooth instead of choppy. So we just want it nice and smooth like that. So in practice, so just practice. You can even practice make that smaller. You do, don't accent and put pressure on that because we want to keep it smooth. And we can get something really cool and smooth like that versus which just kind of sounds frantic. I think frantic is fine. It can make it. You can totally make Allstate with frantic, but oh man, like there's just something about playing it nice and smooth, and trust me, the judges will hear that and just kind of be like taken aback by it. So this piece has a lot of high Ds. So like in the first video, we can probably get away playing that just open, and you should be fine for most of those. If that's hard for you, use the regular fingering half D, and that should be fine. I believe every trill in this piece is the same, except for the one in measure 33. That's a weird measure. So there's 2 things we can do. The first, we can play the B. We can just take off our thumb and trill it like that. And it kind of depends on what kind of bass clarinet you're on. I think that's going to be fine for most people. The other thing you can do is keep B down and push this, and just kind of, but you just got to barely flick it. If you like push it hard, it's going to squeak or do something weird. Again, it just kind of depends on how your clarinet's built and the harmonics that are just associated with it. Experiment with both of those though. Okay. So that's really all there is to say specifically about this piece. The thing that we need to talk about next is, well, how do we get it from slow to fast, and then how do we get it from fast to clean? And everything we're about to talk about, we can use on the first etude in the first video, and the fast parts of the second etude, and that's rhythm drills. We got a rhythm drill like crazy to get this sounding exactly correct. So what that means, and again, there'll be a link in the doobly-doo here of just how to do that. But the quick explanation for this is, let's say you're happy with the way a measure's going, and it's good, and you're trying to get it nice, you're trying to get it absolutely clean, you're practicing and practicing and practicing, and it just doesn't quite get clean. You've done it slow, you've done it, you've gone half tempo, then worked on it for 40 hours, and you get it back up to tempo that you were at, and it's still not as clean as you want it. Well, it's because clarinet's weird. If you think about trumpet or piano or violin, like, all the strings in a violin are pretty much the same. Trumpet only has 3 different things. Piano, like, a lot of those keys all feel the same. The woodwind instruments, though, wow, it all just looks, it's all so different. Like, why is there not a ring here, but there's a ring here? Why is this ring smaller than this ring? Then we got these, like, keys. And then this finger has to do so much, like, gymnastics there. It's crazy. So we have, our fingers have a lot of tiny instruments to learn and push down, whereas something like piano, it's really easy. Like, you just push the button. All the buttons are big. You have the black keys that are raised, and you have the white keys that are not raised, and that's it. You have 2 different types of buttons to push. Clarinet, whoa, it's hard. So rhythm drills help that problem with woodwind instruments out a lot. So let's take a measure like, I think measure 5 is a good measure to start with, and we'll just use 5 as an example. So let's say you can play this already, like kind of okay at a moderate tempo. But let's say you can play it there, maybe a little faster. Okay. What you're going to do is you're going to play, I don't know where I'll put it. We'll put it here. This rhythm here, with these notes though now. And you're going to do that 10 times. And then you're going to switch to this rhythm. And do that 10 times. And then this rhythm. Then this rhythm. Then this rhythm. And you're doing each of these 10 times. Okay, then maybe you take a break because you should have done 50 reps of this. Take a break. Come back. Do this rhythm. Then this. Cool. And then since we're in 2/4, we can break it up. We can probably do this rhythm first. And then switch it up to this rhythm. And that's it. And of course, do those 10 times each. So what is that? 70 different permutations. I know it sounds like a lot. Like, oh my god, I have to play that measure 70 times. Yes, but by the time you get to the end of that, it should be really, really clean. Like as clean as it can possibly be for you and your ability right now, which is fantastic. And it's going to sound amazing, and your fingers are just going to fly, and it's going to be unlike anything you've ever done or played ever. It's incredible. 70, I know it sounds, again, 70 sounds like a lot, but doing that 70 times would probably only take less than 5 minutes. Because each repetition is only a few seconds, and you add 70 times a few seconds, well, that's, it's only a few minutes. So it's not as bad as it seems, but you do have to have the discipline to take the time to do that. And a lot of people don't have the discipline, they don't take the time to do that, and then complain that they aren't good at their instrument. Well, you gotta take the time to practice, you gotta put in the time. So that's the crash course on rhythm drills. Again, like that whole set will be in the doobly-doo. Use it for here, use it in the other etudes, use it in the other fast etudes. You don't have to use it for every measure, I recommend using it for every measure because it is the thing that will take you to the next level. But you definitely want to use it on measures that you're struggling with for sure. Okay, so again, I'll leave it to Celeste to finish this out, and you know, definitely available for lessons. Just please feel free to reach out. We'll put the links to maybe some of that in the doobly-doo as well. Good luck.